What if the very checkups meant to protect you after 70 were quietly putting your health in danger? Imagine this. Every year, millions of seniors roll up their sleeves for routine medical tests, believing they're staying safe. But what if I told you some of these standard tests could actually increase your risk of surgery, strokes, or even cancer? New research shows that nearly 4 in 10 medical tests in older adults lead to unnecessary treatments, side effects, or long-term complications. Even more shocking, almost every senior over 70 has no idea they're being over-tested. And here's the scariest part. One test on this list is linked to 5% of all cancers in the US. That's the same cancer risk as drinking alcohol every single day. You won't hear this in your doctor's office. You won't see it on a billboard. But today, we're uncovering the truth. These are the 5 health checkups you should avoid after 70, and the frightening reasons why they may be more harmful than helpful. All backed by real science. And trust me, you won't believe what came in at number 2. Before we dive in, tell us in the comments where you're watching from, your age, and if you've ever regretted a medical test or procedure. Do you think seniors are being tested too much? We'll be reading and replying with personalized advice. And don't forget to subscribe for more health truths no one else will tell you. Let's get started with the first test, and why something that looks harmless could secretly ruin your quality of life. Number 5. Bone Density Scan, DEXA. On the surface, a bone density scan seems simple, quick, painless, no needles. But after 70, these scans can cause more fear than help. They almost always show bone loss in seniors, even when it's normal and not dangerous. Here's the problem. Many older adults are then pushed onto bone-strengthening medications like bisphosphonates. These drugs often come with nasty side effects: jawbone death, acid reflux, esophagus damage, even brittle bones that break in unusual ways. A study of 1,200 women over 70 found these meds reduced fracture risk by just 0.3% over 5 years. Almost nothing. Meanwhile, the side effects were much more common. Take Rose, a 76-year-old piano teacher. Her scan showed mild bone loss, so her doctor prescribed a bisphosphonate. Within months, she developed severe reflux and jaw pain, so bad she couldn't play piano. Once she switched to a healthier plan: vitamin D, resistance band exercises, calcium-rich foods. She regained her strength and never had a fracture. For seniors who haven't had falls or fractures, lifestyle changes work better. Strength training, balance exercises, vitamin D, and proper nutrition reduce fractures by more than 20%, according to a 2022 study. A scan number shouldn't scare you into unnecessary medication. Number 4. Brain, MRI for memory. If you feel more forgetful, it's natural to fear dementia. Doctors often respond with an MRI. But here's the truth. In seniors, brain MRIs almost always show age-related changes, like shrinkage or white spots, that are perfectly normal. The danger? Once doctors see these abnormalities, they often order invasive follow-ups, like spinal taps or even biopsies. A review of 3,000 seniors found 97% of MRI findings were harmless. Yet many patients ended up with risky procedures and terrifying diagnoses that weren't real. George, a 74-year-old, had an MRI after some mild forgetfulness. The scan showed changes, so he panicked, stopped driving, stopped socializing. Later, simple memory tests proved he was totally normal. His brain changes were just healthy aging. Unless you have major symptoms like seizures or sudden personality changes, an MRI isn't useful. A paper-based cognitive test is cheaper, safer, and avoids the emotional trauma. Number 3. Cardiac stress test. If you're tired or slightly short of breath, doctors may order a stress test. But after 70, these tests are dangerous. They're known for false positives, up to 40% in seniors. That means many older adults end up with heart procedures they don't need, like stents or bypass surgery, which carry high risks. Raymond, a 75-year-old, took a stress test because he felt tired on hills. The unclear result led to a heart catheterization and stent. That same night, he developed kidney problems from the dye. He spent 6 days in the hospital, yet his fatigue never changed, because it wasn't even a heart issue. If you don't have classic symptoms like chest pain or breathlessness during light activity, avoid stress tests. Safer options include a resting EKG or a coronary calcium scan. Number 2. Colonoscopy. Yes, colonoscopy, the test most people are told is life-saving. After 70, it's often more risky than helpful, and it's almost never recommended after 75 unless symptoms are serious. Why? The prep causes dehydration. The sedation can affect brain function, and the scope itself can tear the colon or cause bleeding. For every 1,000 seniors screened, studies found only 2 lives saved, but more than 20 harmed. Dana, 73, had no symptoms but was pushed into a colonoscopy. Her colon was perforated during the procedure. She spent 9 days in recovery and never fully regained her strength. The U.S. Preventive Services Task Force says stop routine colonoscopies at 75. Safer options include at-home stool tests like the FIT test, non-invasive, no prep, no sedation. Number 1. Full-body CT scan. This is the most dangerous of all. Marketed as early cancer detection, these scans expose your body to huge doses of radiation, up to 500 chest X-rays in one sitting. Research now suggests full-body CT scans may cause 5% of all cancers in the U.S. That's as risky as daily alcohol use. Worse, they often detect harmless nodules that trigger a spiral of more scans, biopsies, and surgeries. Marcus, 80, took one of these executive health scans. A harmless nodule led to a biopsy that collapsed part of his lung. He spent 2 months recovering, for something that wasn't even dangerous. Experts are clear. Full-body CT scans should never be used as routine screening. Unless you have clear symptoms, skip them. So there you have it. The 5 tests seniors over 70 should avoid. They look protective, but in reality, they can rob you of your health, peace of mind, and quality of life. Remember, prevention isn't about over-testing. It's about lifestyle, movement, good food, sleep, and balance. Always ask your doctor, if this test finds something, what happens next? Is the benefit worth the risk? Your health is too valuable to waste on fear-driven, now it's your turn. Have you or someone you know gone through an unnecessary test that caused more harm than good? Share your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it.